Good morning. Today we're going to go through all the things you're going to be needing if you are starting crocheting from the very beginning. The most important would be your crochet hook, a darning needle, a pair of scissors, and then obviously the wool you're going to be using. And to show you how to choose your wool and to choose what size crochet hook you're going to be needing when you start, is every ball of wool has a label on. You can see over here. This is a charity variegated ball of wool at 300 grams, so nice and big. You could make a huge big nice blanket with that. So many options, but for this wool you're going to need a 4mm crochet hook. Okay, if you're wanting to make your work slightly looser, then you can use a 4.5 or a 5, but that is your recommended. And if you want it to be very tight, you'd use a smaller hook, but that is the recommended size, the 4mm or the UK size 8. All right, so I've got another charity ball of wool here which I'm going to demo on, and I'm going to demonstrate how to start, how to do a slip knot to get the wool onto your needle for the first time so that you can start making your chains. So what you do, okay, you take your wool, put your hand out, and you're going to do an X over your front 2 fingers. And there are of course many different ways to do slip knots. You might already know of a nice way to do a slip knot, but this is a nice easy method. And then with your crochet hook you go under the first side of the X, over the other side, and then you just go under and pull everything tight. Okay, it might take a few practices to get right, but it is fairly simple, and once you learn, yeah, as easy as anything. All right, so once you've got your slip knot, you're going to need to make some chains. To make a chain, you hold your needle, there are different ways, but you can hold it like a knife, is the way I hold it. So you hold your hook with your thumb in the front, your finger at the back like you're holding a knife, and then with your thumb and your forefinger you hold the shorter piece, the non-working yarn, and with your other fingers you're going to be holding your working yarn. Now of course there are different ways of doing it, and I probably haven't got the most popular way of doing it, but this is a good method to use. And then with your hook you just go to the left of your wool and pull it through. Go to the left of your wool, hook your wool and pull it through. Left of your wool, hook it, pull it through, and then you make as many chains as you need, what the pattern is telling you to make, and you carry on doing exactly the same. Let me go again slower. Round to the left and pull through. Round to the left, and holding with your thumb and your forefinger and keeping a little bit of tension on there, so you're pulling down slightly to make the pull through easy. So round and pull through, round and pull through. All right, and then you've got a chain of stitches, and we have got one. You can see each makes a little V shape, so you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13 stitches made in this little row, and we are going to do our first row of stitches. The most basic stitch in crochet is this single crochet, and to do a single crochet what you do is you always skip this first stitch. You never count the stitch that the hook is on, that is a non-stitch, and then for single crochet you skip this first one and go into the second one to make your first stitch. So into the middle of the V you will go, and then hook the wool from the back, as you can see there, pull it through the hook, and there you have 2 stitches on your hook, you're going to hook the working yarn again and pull it through both of those stitches on your hook. Let's do it again. You go into the next stitch, there's the very next stitch, into the middle of it. You pull through with your hook. Then you've got 2 stitches on your hook. You're going to yarn over again and pull through both stitches there. Okay, let's do a few more. In, pull through. You've got 2 on your hook, round, and pull through 2. And that is as easy as it is. So if they say single crochet, this is it. Now, single crochet is used for small projects, often for crocheted toys. It's the most popular because it's a tight stitch, and you won't see the stuffing coming through the stitches with the single crochet. But you probably wouldn't make a crocheted blanket with single crochet because that would be very time consuming. So small projects, tight projects, things that you need to be fairly tight and without many gaps showing through. Okay, so that's your single crochet. Let's finish this row and I will show you how to start the next row. A couple more stitches to go. Okay, holding the working the row that to come with your forefinger and your index finger now, or your pointer finger should I say, into the next stitch. Hook the wool from behind, pull it through the hole, go around again, pull through 2. And the last 3 stitches, round, pull through 2, into the last, pull through. You've got 2 in your hook, pull through those 2. Last stitch here, you can see there's the very last one. Into the middle of that stitch, pull through. You've got 2 stitches on your hook, round, and pull through those 2. And that is your first row of single crochet. You can see it's not a very tall stitch. It's the shortest actual stitch. So yeah, it would take quite a while to accumulate and become quite a long row. But that is it. Okay, we had 13 stitches, chains to start, and we started in the second chain, so we should have 12 stitches. Let's do a check quickly. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, and we still have 12 stitches, so that's great. And then to start the next row and every other row coming up, you will do another chain, so it's round the left of the wool and you pull it through. Okay, then you've got a bit of height to start your next row, and then you turn your work around so that you're working always towards the left. Okay, then get your everything in place. Hold your work with your thumb and your forefinger, and you're going to skip the first stitch, this one, and you go into the second one, and you work under the whole V. You can work through different spots, different places if you want different effects, but generally speaking, you go under the whole V. So under the whole V, pull through. You've got 2 on your hook, round, pull through those 2. Okay, let's do that again slowly. You can see the next V there. There it is. You go under both strands of wool. Find your working yarn at the back there. Pull it through. You've got 2 strands. Go around and pull through both. Okay, we've done 2 stitches. So we've got another 10 to go. Let's give the wools a tug. Pull through. You've got 2 on your hook. Round, pull through those 2. Okay, and you can see you start doing with your 2 rows. That's what it looks like. In, pull through, 2 in your hook, round, pull through those 2. Okay, I'm going to work the rest of these stitches, and remember to try keep your tension not too tight. Don't pull too tight, because you will make it fairly difficult to work. So try and keep your tension moderate, unless you're really wanting a tight tension. But yes, it's quite easy to work if you keep it loosish. Okay, and there we are. That's your single crochet. I do recommend that you do one stitch at a time. You master the one before moving on to the next, but they're all pretty similar. So if you've mastered single crochet, they're just slight variations in the others. So well done on learning single crochet. This last stitch is proving a little bit tricky. There we go. And there are our 2 rows of single crochet. I hope that was clear and that you could see what I was doing. We're going to go on to do half double crochet now. I'm going to pick another color and we're going to do half double crochet. Okay, to do half double crochet, and that's the second shortest stitch, we start the same way by getting a slip stitch on our hook under the first strand, over the second, round and pull tight, and then we're going to make some chains. So remember, hold the non-working yarn, the short piece, with your thumb and forefinger, and the hook like a knife. You can, there's another way of holding, like a pen, but yeah, this is how I hold it. Then to the left of the wool and pull through, to the left, pull through, to the left, oops, come on, and pull through, and that's how you make your chains to start. To the left, pull through, to the left, pull through, to the left, pull through. Okay, and there we go. There's our first row of chains, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 chains, which is perfect. In fact, let's do one more to make it work even better. So to do half double crochet, you, instead of skipping the first chain like you do in single crochet, you're going to skip the first 2 chains. So obviously you never count this on the hook, that's a non-stitch, but you're going to skip that one and you're going to skip that one. So you're going to go into the 3rd stitch, which is this one here. And once again, you go into the middle of it. Oops, there we go. Okay. Okay, so you skip the first 2, 1 and 2, and you go into the 3rd. But to do half double crochet, you're going to yarn over. You're going to start with a strand of wool over your hook, and then you're going to go into the 3rd. So into the middle of the 3rd stitch, then you're going to go around and pull the yarn through as you did with single crochet, but because you started with a piece of wool over, you've now got 3 pieces of wool on your hook. You're going to yarn over and you're going to go through all 3 of those, and that is your first half double crochet stitch. Let's do another one. Remember, you start with the yarn over, go into the very next stitch. You only missed 2 stitches right in the beginning, just to start your row, because those 2 stitches that you must give it some height. So straight into the very next stitch, into the middle of it, pull through. You've got 3 on your hook there, yarn over and pull through those 3. Into the 3rd, right into the middle of that stitch, pull through. You've got 3 on your hook, you yarn over and you pull through all 3 of those. So that's half double crochet in South African terms. I can't remember if it's the US or the UK, that I would imagine the US that differ from us, which the names of the stitches are different. but in South African terms, and I think UK terms, this is your half double crochet. Okay, and as I said, slightly taller than the single crochet, but shorter than most of the other stitches. Okay, let's do the last 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over into the middle of the stitch, to the right of the yarn, pull through. You've got 3 on your hook, yarn over again, and you pull through all 3 into the middle of the stitch, pull the yarn through, yarn over, pull through the 3. And I keep saying yarn because I taught myself to crochet with American tutors. So yeah, so what I should be saying is wool into the middle of the stitch, pull the wool through. You've got 3 stitches on your hook, round, and pull through all 3. And that, as you can see, is your 1 row of half double crochet, and here are your 2 rows of single crochet. So yeah, your half double is quite a bit taller. Remember, this is 2 rows here. So to do the second row of half doubles, because you left 2 rows in the beginning, because you need 2 chains to start, you're going to make 2 chains when you start your second row of your half double. So you're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, turn your work. Remember, you're working towards the left. Once again, you're going to start with your wool over your hook, and then you're going to miss the first 2 that we've just made, 1 and 2, and you're going to go into the third there. Once again, you're going to go under both of these, the whole V. As you can see, there's a V there. You're going to go under the whole V, both strands, to the left of the working yarn, to the right of the working yarn, pull it through with your hook, 3 on your hook, yarn over again, and pull through all those 3. And that's exactly how you do it, and it stays the same for all your rows. Start with it over, under both strands of your V, pull through. You've got 3 on your hook, and you go through all 3. Okay, and that's your half double. One of my favorite stitches. It's just nice and easy to work. You get into a nice rhythm, and it's pretty, slightly higher than single, as I mentioned, but not quite as high as double crochet, which we will do next. And it's pretty similar to this one. Okay, we've got 4 more stitches in, pull the wool through. You've got 3 on your hook, round, pull through all those 3 into the whole stitch, pull through, 3 on your hook, pull through all through. Last 2 in, pull through, round, pull through all 3. And we have a cat joining us. Under both strands, pull through, and pull through all 3. Okay, there's your 2 rows of double crochet compared to your 2 rows of single crochet. Let's put that underneath, and you can see that the 2 rows of half double is slightly taller than the 2 rows of single. Okay, and those are your first 2 stitches. Next, we're going to go on to double crochet. Okay, and then for double crochet, I'm going to go slightly quicker with starting so that I can show you the actual stitch. Under, over, and around. Then you've got your slip knot on your hook. We're going to make about 12 chains again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so now for double crochet, we're going to also skip the first 2 chains. Okay, so we're going to skip that one and we're going to skip that one. So the blue's not as easy to see, but we're going to go into the third. You also start with your yarn over your crochet hook, and you go into the third. So into the middle of the third stitch, the same as half double, you're going to pull through. There you've got 3 on your hook, but instead of pulling through all 3, you're going to pull through 2. Then you're going to yarn over and pull through the other 2. Okay, into the very next stitch, pull through. You've got 3 on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2. See, it's a higher stitch than the last 2, and it works up slightly quicker. Pull through, 3 on your hook, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and you can see that the columns are longer than the other 2. Yeah, so it works up quicker. In, pull through, 3 on your hook, pull through 2, pull through 2. All right, I'm going to go do the last few stitches, and you can just watch. Into the next, pull through 2, and pull through 2. Into the next, pull through 2, pull through 2. So this cat that you see here is my constant companion. He is hard to get rid of because he just loves company. He doesn't like to be by himself. So wherever I am, he comes to find me. Only because my daughter has moved out, else he would be with her. But yes, so it's, yeah, you'll probably see him in videos because it's hard for him to put him anywhere else. Okay, and the last stitch, there it is, into the middle, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2. All right, and there's our first row done. To do our next row, we're going to chain 2, turn our work, okay, and work towards the left. Start with the yarn over. We're going to skip the first 2 chains that we made and go into that third one and do exactly the same. Pull through 2, pull through 2, into the next one, pull through 2, and pull through 2. You see how tall the stitch is? It's like a nice column. And works up quicker than the other 2. Okay, and let's finish this row exactly the same. Pull through 2, pull through 2. Let's give the yarn a bit of a pull. Pull through 2, pull through 2. And there we go. Okay, so that's almost your 2 rows of 2. And if we take it and compare it to your 2 rows of half double, you can see it's quite a lot taller than your 2 rows of half double and quite a lot taller than your 2 rows of singles. Okay, thank you so much. I'm going to do another few stitches in the following tutorial, but those are the most basic, the most popular, and the most widely used 3 stitches in crochet. Thanks for joining me. See you again.